Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center. And welcome to the world beyond magic and miracles and beyond the stars. Where my origin is far, far away from planet Earth. And yet it is such an honor and a privilege to be here on planet Earth in this physical form. I enjoy it quite a lot. And it's such an amazing time to be here. I know I've been here before, but this time in particular is unique, is incredible, and you ain't seen nothing yet. It's really, really warm here in Santa Barbara today, warmer than I expected. And yet it's a beautiful, beautiful day. So traveling all over the universe, beyond the universe, is quite a lot of fun. You don't need a physical body in which to do it. And the more I remember where I come from, the more amazing the traveling is. Because to come here in physical form is often to forget where you come from. And you can spend a lot of years on this physical planet in complete unawareness of your origin. I remember the first time something happened when I was a child that triggered my memories. I didn't know, I didn't understand it then. But when I was probably in elementary school, I can't remember. It was a film that I think I've spoken about before. It was called The Powers of 10. And that was teaching us exponents, 10 to the first, 10 to the second, 10 to the third. What an amazing way to show a young child the way they made a film of a couple on having a picnic in a park. And they take the camera, they start right with the couple, and then they take the camera 10 to the 1, 10 to the 2, 10 to the 3, away. They pull the camera away, away, away. Obviously, it went to where you could see the Earth, like you see the astronauts when we get footage. You can see planet Earth, but then it keeps going, and it goes, and it goes, and it goes until it's blackness, and yet it still goes. And I'll never forget that moment. My little brain just about blew up. But doesn't that say a lot? This notion that we are what we think through the brain. Very strange notion. And it even worked on me yet again when, after going out to beyond comprehension, powers of 10 away from planet Earth, it turned around and started to come back, powers of 10 back, till the camera focus came down to the woman's arm. It's a square of her arm, and they went in, powers of 10, in, until beyond cells, beyond electrons and protons and beyond, but inside. And it looked as if there was nothing there. As you keep going inside the cells of the human body. And once again, my little, however old I was, brain was blown. It changed my life forever. I never spoke to anyone about it. I didn't even know how to, but I will never forget it. I just think that's the most brilliant way to show something and give someone a fraction of the experience. Oh, friendly flies. You couldn't describe it in words. I suppose you could transmit it the way we do. We think again, that's another human thinking mechanism, is that everything is about words. But it's way beyond that. I think most of us are pretty aware of that by now, that there's a transmission that happens when we speak. So the words are just the medium that allow the transmission to extend. Therefore, these broadcasts that the three of us, Barbara and David and I, get to do each week. So we're just going into territory that lets you hold a little bit more expanded awareness of everything. Not everyone can go. But it's fun to share. It's fun to experience. And as that film did for me, the transmission can do that for you. So I apparently love to go for rides. I'm always alluding to riding the wave, or down the stream in a raft, or flying through the air. And now it's flying through the universe. It's such a thrill, all of it. Some people here on planet Earth love it so much it becomes their life. Every time I see skydivers or people doing amazing feats through the air that you don't think are humanly possible, these suits they wear, it's like flying squirrel suits. From going down wild rivers where you're sure someone's going to die. I mean, when I see someone in a kayak going over a huge waterfall, and you just think he's going to die. You see him go over the edge and go nose down into the river below. But there's this really strong pull. These people can't stop. It's their joy. It's their following their spirit. So who knows where they come from? Because if you were to do everything from the brain and from logic, it's insanity. And occasionally people lose their lives doing it, but I don't think that's a concern, because this physical life is just a part of who we are. So if, or when, I'm going to use the word if now, we leave this physical life, there's so much more that there's not really a loss. The only thing I could say is these experiences that we have here in physical form are very, very unique, I think, anywhere in the universe. So it's fun to feel the sun on your skin, the mist of a morning fog, a gentle breeze, the feel of the water. It can be when you dive into the ocean, dive into a lake, when you take a shower with your water filter installed. It's all different, but it's all these sensations that are unique to this physical form. And I have to say, I love it. And I spend a lot of my broadcasts sharing my experiences with the animals, especially the wild animals. Domestic ones are pretty fun too. I love dogs. But all of these experiences are very unique. And I'm just thrilled to be here in this form, here today, now, with all of you. As this awareness grows, this warm day is an interesting example. I can feel the heat on my skin. It's that warm. And that's kind of sometimes putting things in words is interesting, but I was just prompted to speak about that feeling, the heat that you feel on your skin when you're sitting outside on a warm day. There's no sun on me, it's just the warmth. That is the same feeling, I think that's the right word, but of this incredible due to lack of a better word, I'm going to call it medium. It's not my favorite word, but this thing that we live in, that I'm viscerally feeling on my skin, is love. It's what makes, excuse me, that was big. It's what makes all of this possible. All of it. this expanded, amazing existence that goes out to infinity. Is made from love. And I just heard Stevie Wonder's song. He has that line, made from love, in one of his songs at least. It's about a baby, but same difference. I get overwhelmed sometimes when and as these awarenesses grow, it becomes so huge. I guess instead of exploding, I just start leaking. But the thing is, this is just the beginning. And the reason it's being fed to us, it's a funny way to say that. The reason it's coming, it is being fed to us. It sounds funny, but sometimes things come slower than you think you want them to come. But oh my gosh, if it came at the speed that you think you want it to come, you would probably explode into a million pieces. So just know that everything comes and happens in just the right time. Everything is always perfect. It's another thing the brain is really good at, being impatient. I can attest to that. But in this larger awareness, there is no patience or impatience. That disappears as well. Gives you an idea where you're hanging out when you get impatient. So I just wanted to give a little taste of something new, something perhaps different. It's different for me to share this with anyone. But it's time, and it's loads of fun. And I seem to be declaring rather some frequency these days. I'm happier than I've ever been here on planet Earth. I don't know about elsewhere, really, because it is just an amazing time. So I feel like that was a lot. And I would love for those of you that receive the transmission. I'm so excited for you to feel it, for you to experience the magic of life and beyond, for you to know that everything happens through magic and miracles. So why on earth would you ever be concerned about anything? So I send out all my love, all my respect and appreciation for each and every one of you. and what you bring and what you're about to bring, and the unbelievable excitement that's coming. And on that note, I just love to offer you a perfect health, perfect life, and an absolutely magic future. Thank you.